Alright guys, so today we're just doing a couple FPS tests just for the time sinks. Our next video is going to be the major one where we actually showcase the Settings.xml. So this is the original one. Usually got around 11 to 10 FPS. It's just pretty bad. Not the worst, but it could have been better. I was like aiming for like around 20 and I didn't get that, obviously. So here's the last gen from the Xbox 360, pretty much the exact same. I was expecting a much more bigger difference, but yeah. Here we are with low-end HD, version 1 with visual settings. Somewhat, maybe usually around 12 to 11, so like 1 FPS extra. This one was quite a big difference, around 13 to 12. Still not that much, but still quite a lot. So this is the one that fixes the transparent objects one. So yeah, this one did pretty well. Here's the fighter jet original, got around pretty decent 11, 12 FPS again. I was expecting a lot worse, so yeah, usually around 12 to 11. So you can see here it's lagging a little bit right now, not that much though, it's still pretty good. I was expecting a lot worse, so yeah. So here is the last gen one. This one did pretty well. This one got like extra 16 around. 16 was the most. Usually around 13, 14. So that's still pretty good. Pretty big difference. Yeah. So that's pretty good. Here we have HD low-end mod. This one's version 1 again. It's pretty much the same as the last gen one. Got around 16 to 14, but we've got a lot. It's got maybe there's a lot more dips in it. I'm just gonna say, it was just more. There was quite a few frames. Like sometimes it's just around 11 frames per second around some parts of it. So I was very surprised that this didn't do that well. Here we are with the second version, the one that fixes the transparent objects. This one also did pretty well. Average around 15, 13, usually around there. There's a few dips around 11, maybe a bit 8. There was a couple lagging bits, but it's still pretty good. So most was like 16, and you can also see that how much it's like much more bright and saturated in this. Maybe I should just turn the watt down, also brightness down. On to the third scenario. This one's still the original one. So you can see it's only got usually around like 9, 8 FPS. This sometimes goes up to like 12 or 11, but yes, usually stays around 10. And you can see there was a bit of a frame dip right when the police car came out shooting. Alright, so into the last gen Xbox 360 one. This one did a bit better, got around 13, 12 maybe. But yeah, it's still usually around like 11 still, but still did quite a bit better. Also, I forgot to say that these are all on the same settings. Everything's on normal. There's one of the shadow settings we set is softest. You can see there's quite a big frame dip right here. And here we are with low-end the HD one with version 1. And Jesus, copyright music playing. This one did quite just basically the same as the other one. Maybe a bit worse, but maybe a bit better. Still average around 12 FPS, but didn't jolt up to like 16. So I think it still did a bit better than it. You can see here there's still a little bit of going down, like get down to like 9 8. See around here, that's quite bad, but still pretty good. And here's the final one, low-end HD version 2, got around 11, 13 FPS. Still think this one's pretty much the best out of them. still did pretty good during this. Yeah, and you can see when the police come, it did drop a little bit. See, it might be like like around here. See 9. It still did mostly good.
You're a big bucket.
But yeah. So here's a comparison between them. Here's you can see just a difference in the quality. They pretty much look all the exact same. Biggest difference was low end the version 2. That one's just a much more saturated, and the original one looks much more foggy and clouded and just much more non-saturated. But yeah, this one's basically the same. Still got pretty good. You can see how the last year got pretty good, but that might be just one of the random frames when it just jolted up randomly. So yeah, I had to make sure to try and get a very good, pretty much the same spot, and they pretty much look very similar, pretty much the exact same. And here, this one, you got original. This one got 8. They all go around like around 8 to 10. So yeah, so basically average around 9 out of them all. So yeah, it's overall, I think the time sinks I think you should get them. Maybe there might be some really good one out there, but I really think the real deal is settings.xml. That's really what you need. You can just change. You shouldn't really muck around with the settings for that, but we'll go into that in the next the one after the next video. Next video is going to be looking at a mod, and then after that we'll be doing mucking around with settings.xml. Basically only the ones in the HD low end mods. So hope you guys like, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.